Hello guys, and welcome back to this new episode. So today we're going to talk about Mapuche, this population that used to live in Patagonia in Argentina. And specifically, we are not going just to talk about them, but we're talking about something very peculiar, something very quaint about their culture. That is something that still survives in some tribes in South Africa. That is the habit, the tradition, the custom to bury people in canoes. Let's discuss about that, right? So, first of all, the tradition, which can be considered a cross-cultural tradition, is to imagine that the soul of the dead person is going to cross this world, is going to move from this world to a different world, right? We have heaven, we have hell, and so forth, and a version of hell and heaven is present more or less in all the religions. Even if we think about Buddhism, even if we think about Taoism, Jainism, it's present, this version of heaven and hell. Now, so in Mapuche, the concept is very similar to what ancient Greeks had in terms of concept, right? For ancient Greeks, the soul would be ferried from the place of death to Hades, and so the souls would be put in this kind of ferry boat and transported by Charon. Now, which was this creature, like monstrous creatures with 3 heads, so on and so forth. Now, for Mapuche, something very similar happens as well. So, first of all, they imagine that the body and the soul of the dead person has to reach this mythical island. The name of the island is Kulche Mapu, right? And so they have to cross this place to get to the other side of the sea, and that is known as Nome Love Canoe or something like that. So they have to cross the sea to get to the other side, that is known as Nome Love Canoe. And what happens is that the dead body is buried in a trunk that is shaped, burnt inside to become a coffin, to become a tomb. And the canoe tomb has a specific name, and the name is Wampo. And what is more interesting than that is that wood decomposes itself, right? But researchers have found a residual remains of a canoe tomb that can be traced back to 1,000 years ago. In this particular canoe tomb, there were the remains of a young woman between 17 and 25 years of age. And she was buried, and then underneath there were shells. Shells coming from a lake that is known as Newen Antug. So there were shells, and there were also pieces of ceramic. Now, this is an incredible discovery for the reason, again, that wood decomposes itself pretty quickly, and therefore, the body would sink. Once dead, it would sink, and so, it would be eaten by fishes, and only remains of body could be found, at the level of the bed of the lake. But this particular canoe tomb resisted, and that's why we know basically that Mapuche buried people like that. Now, I think that's fascinating, but I'd like to know more about what are your thoughts on this. And if you ever want to be buried like that, or if you have specific ways in which you think you want to be buried or cremated, or whatever you prefer. So don't forget to comment below, let us know your thoughts. And with that being said, guys, we'll catch up next time. In the meanwhile, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. We'll talk next time. Bye!